Hi friends, welcome again one more session. So we are continuing our Python basics on Monday to Friday. So we are experimenting, we may alter the schedule or the subject, but we will continue with Python basics for one more week and we will see. So yesterday we have discussed about if-else condition check and how the code blocks are executed based on the basics. So that part we have seen. Now today we'll focus on the for loop. So these are the very basic code blocks. So we can use and develop small application scripts using this. So you can easily understand this also. And moreover, we have entire this. You can see this is we are doing it in our Colab platform, so you can easily work on it. So this entire notebook you can download it, run it in your platform and check it also. So no need to install anything. So Colab you can, even if you are using some other platform also, you can easily use that one. For your understanding, we'll just repeat it. This entire source code is available here. So you can see this page, this URL is available in your description. Scroll down, come down. So at all these scripts you can just read again and follow it. So here there is a link to GitHub. You can click this link. You will be going to the GitHub page. So here in the GitHub page you will have the link to Colab. So you just need here is the open in Colab. So you just need a Google account to keep the Colab platform in your Google Cloud platform. You can use it. Let's come back. This is what your page will be look like once you open it. We'll add the code, so your code will be there when you download it. Once this session is over, we'll upload with the code all the files. So what will happen, you can one by one you can try it, and in your Colab platform it's a Google Cloud, so you need not install anything or experiment or something working for me, it will not work. Those situations won't come because this is entirely on cloud and it works perfectly for the basic Python. Even if you are using some other IDE or development environment like say Anaconda environment or so Visual Studio Code, same thing, you can just download it from here, file download.py or ipynb file and start using it. So this is our Colab platform. The entire this file you can download it also. So let's start the coding. So today what we will be understanding about the for loops, which is anyway it has a lot of applications in all the applications whatever we'll develop, we'll be using for loop, if else conditions, all those stuff we'll be using. So this is a highly important one and it is very easy also to understand. Let's start with a simple example. Here the question cells are there. These are the text cells. I will add a code block here. This is where I am starting. So what I will do is start with a simple example to understand the for loop with range, because for loops it uses iterable because it loops through it one by one element, it routes through. Most of the time we use a iterable like range or even a list also we can use. We'll see that also. What's a list? Subsequently we'll have a detailed session on that. So for x in range, so range is a built-in function. It at least take one word. Actually it is a 3 words. We'll see. Say I am giving 5. What does that mean? That means there are actually 3 words. 3 parameters it takes. First is the start, stop and stay. Where from it will start? Before which it should stop. If I am giving 5 means it will stop at 4. So 1 minus it will stop. And what should be the state? If I am giving 1 only, suppose here I am given 1 parameter, then this will be treated as the stop word only. And then it will start from 0, increment by 1 and it will stop at 4 because I have given 5 as the stop word. So what I am doing, print x. Let me run this. It take bit time. Here the source are allocated. First time I am running this. So this will print me 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. It will not print 5 because 5 is my stop word. It will end at 5. So it will not print 5. Here you see 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Starts from 0, takes 1, 2, 3, 4 and it stops before 5. Let me just close this. Now what I am going to do is just let me, I will add one more line here. Print to understand the code block, this line 2 is inside the loop. So this will be repeatedly. I can add one more line also, but line 3 is outside the loop. Once the loop is finished executing, then the third line will be printed. So, but here, let's just run this and see. See here, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I am outside the loop is printed. So because this is one time, this is not inside this. But if I will put it like this, then now it is inside. I have given a indent of one tab, so it is now aligned with the print text. Now what will happen? You just see, this will be, because this loop executes. So every print 0, then this line 3, again print 1, then this line, again print 1 and this line. So this is how our code blocks are indented in Python. If you are in C or PHP, you will be using curly brackets. So here the indents or the left or the towards the right, the equally you have to shift the line, then it becomes one code block. Fine, let's close this. Okay, now we'll move one more step with a stop word. Say it, let it start and let it have a stop also. Okay, let me just copy this. I have a code block here, pasting it. Fine, but here I am giving, let me give 5, starts from there, so 10. Now what happens? How many will be printed? Starts with 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, because 10 is the stop word, so it will stop before that. So increment is 1. So by default I am not given, so start is 5, stop is 10. Now let's give all the 3 values. Let me just, okay, it's copied. So for loop with start, stop. Let me close this, give a code block here, paste it here. Now here what I am going to give is, this is 5, 25 and 5. What is this mean? Starts from 5, don't go up to 25, stop it before that, and in a step of 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20. It will not print 25. Let's see that. Yeah, 5, 10, 15, 20. It is not printing 25 because 25 I told it's a stop word. So it stops there. So don't print 25. If I want to print 25, I have to change this to, let's see what happens here now. You see now it has printed 25. Let me move up a bit. Yeah, 25, because now the stop, it should start, given the stop at 25, so 25 is included. Fine. Now let us come to the real application. Now there are two, inside I can give 2 statements. One is break and one is continue. What difference it makes? Continue means stay within the loop but don't execute below the continue. But break means come out of the loop. Let's see what it is actually. So let me just, for loop with a break, code here. Now let me just copy this, paste it here. Now print x. So I am printing x. Now what I, instead of print x here, what I will do is, if I am giving a if condition, if x is the value equal to, this is equal to, so I am not assigning it, I am comparing it, is a comparison operator. X equal to 15, then what you do, then I will say continue. Let's first start with continue, then we will go to break. So what I am saying is, continue means the pointer or the loop will return to again the for here at the top. It will not go to line number 4 moment it executes. So what time it will encounter continue? Say first it will start with our 5, then it will go to 5, 10, then it will encounter 15. The moment it encounter 15, this becomes true. So once it is true, continue will be there. So what happened? This will not go to line number 4. So what will happen? 15 will not be printed, and again x will take the value of 20. Here 20, x equal to 15 is false. Once it's x equal to 20, then the continue won't be executed, so it will print the value of 20. So what effect it will have is, it will not print the value of 15. Let's just run this and see. yeah, 5, 10, 20, 25. Okay, this I have put it 20. If I will put 25 here, then it will 5, 10, 20. 15 it has not, because this continue has returned the pointer to back to the for loop again, because this line number 4 is skipped or it is not executed. Now what happens when I am giving a break here? Say break, and this continue, I will comment it now. Fine. Break means it will come out of the loop. It will not move further. Moment it can break, it encounters break, it will come out. It will not next step, it will not never return to the loop again. So what it will do, it will print 5, it will print 10. Moment X, it takes the value 15. This is become true. So inside that it encounters break. So it will directly come out and I am outside the loop will be printed. Let's just see that. See, it has printed 5, it has printed 10, then it has come out of it. I will just show you one image here. This image you remember, this is this one. This particular for loop statement. Moment it encounter continues, it comes back. So these two statements below that won't be executed. Now instead of that, if it is break, then it comes out of the loop. Okay, it jumps out of the loop. Here it skips these two steps only, statement below the statements, but again the loop continues. So that is the basic difference between a for loop, a break statement and continue. This is not only in the for loop, in the while loop, do while, we will see that later. So for loop with a break we have already discussed, for loop with continue. Okay, now what happens with the else part in this? Now in the else part, let me just copy this. Here it is. I will just, sorry, let me close this, printing it here, print, but before that I will put a else part. So this is else is in parallel to for. Okay, so else, what is the else will do? I am just giving for our understanding, print out of the loop, but with inside, but with, okay, with else. Fine, for our understanding purpose, what will happen once the loop is finished, then the else part is executed. Is it executed all the time? No, we'll see that what time it is executed. So executed in case continue, but here the thing is, if it is continue, then the else part will be executed. If it is not, then if it is a break, then this part will not be executed. Let's first start with continue. So now continue is there, so we expect else part to be executed. So let's run this. See here, 15 is not printed because we have given continue, but else part is executed out of the loop, but with else or inside the else. Fine, that is what. But if I'll make it a, instead of continue, I'll keep break here. What will happen? Break means it will come out of the else also. It has not executed the else and it has come to the directly to the last line, which is outside the print, outside the for loop, and it is given the output. It is the same thing. What is the effect of break and continue? This will be many scenarios. This condition will come in. Say you are connecting to a database. Once your script running is over, you disconnect it or something, your requirement, we'll see when you develop the application, this sort of requirements will come where you will keep a code block. But under certain conditions, we don't want that else part to be executed. Thank you, we have published all the results. But if there is an error, don't give this thank you message. That time we will be using this. What is the effect of break? And we have think, okay, now let's come to a interesting one. We'll frequently use it. Let's use a nested loop. What's a nested loop is? Okay, here it is. So let's start a nested loop. One loop inside the other. What happens? How will we do it? Then we'll do a small script will develop, print all prime numbers up to 100. That we'll see, and we'll end the session here. Okay, let's just start our nested loops. So for I in, not in, for I in range of 5. So this we have seen already, this works well. Now inside this one more I am doing for j in range 5. So every step of outside loop, inside loop will repeat 5 times. Okay, now print. What I am going to print is a star. Sorry, let me give a star or anything. It's just a string. Now we have already discussed, if you don't want to in between a line break after a once you print it, so we'll say end equal to blank screen. So end is this is a parameter we pass to the function, and because if you don't pass it, it takes one line break. But we are overriding that and telling no, don't give the line break, give the blank string. So there is no line break. What will happen for j in range of 5 means it will print 1 star, 2 star, right of it, third, fourth, fifth, up to 5th star it will go. Then it will come out of the inner loop, it will come out of this, and it will go to the next in the outside the loop. And here you can see I will take the value of 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. So this is the way it will be. Now what we want is, we want once it comes out of the loop, then there should be a here it will be, there should be one line break. One blank one will be there. So let's just see this outside the loop. I am giving break. Let's just see what it's just a pattern. You see 5 stars are there. Here this print takes to the next line. Okay, this print is a blank string, this is a line break. This takes to the, now if I'll put an end here, this will be a horizontal one. Let's just try that. End equal to, now let's see what happens now. Yeah, this is became horizontal because every line break, this only gives a line break because end is not there. I'll remove this, then I will get a, so this is the nested loop, one for loop inside the another we are using it. Okay, first one, it prints 5 times, it rotates, it loops, each time it prints 1 star, but it won't add a line break. So I am getting a horizontal 5 stars. Next line again 5 star, again one line break because of this once it comes out of the inner for loop. So this get, now that's all. Let's print all prime numbers up to 100 because we have learned this nested one. Let's try this code. So this is a small code. What's a prime number? By the way, it is a number which is only divisible by itself or by 1. There is no, it is not divisible by anything else. Or, okay, example is 7, 13, all this. So we'll print those numbers. So what happens, say we are checking a number at 10. Then what you will do, from 2 to 9, we'll take all the numbers and start dividing it. So if it is divisible, at any point we found that something is divisible by that, then we will come out of the loop because there is no point in testing further. There we will be using a break statement. So say nothing is, it is so far it is not divisible, then it will say it's a prime number. Here you will understand that else part, where you will be using the else part. So num, our number is 100. You can increase this. This is just the upper limit of our, up to 100 we are going. So this is the upper limit of that. Now here, whatever we have learned so far, we will be using this. So num is for I in range starts from, because it is 2 or more. 1 is not there. So we are starting from 2. That is the definition of prime number. So not that I am, okay, num minus 1. Okay. Num minus 1, that is the our purpose. Why it is, okay, sorry, for I in range 2 num minus 1. Okay, let me, yeah, inside this for j is one more point incrementer or in range. What I am taking range this time, see if it is the number is say 15, I have to divide it by right from the 2 to up to 14. So for that, what I am saying, 2 comma I minus 1, because I need not divide 15 by 15. I have to divide up, I have to check it up to 15 by 4. In fact, it can be 15 I by 2 also. If it is not divisible by half of the number, it is not divisible beyond that. Anyway, it will not be divisible. So we have to check it up to 7. You can give I minus 1 more divided by 2. Then you have to give all the integers because fractions will come. That's why I have to, not to make it more complicated, I am doing. But that will be a better code. So you need not unnecessarily say you want to check 50. Divide something, you need to go only up to 25. You need not go to beyond 20, because if it is nothing is divisible of half of it, then it will not be divisible. But that little two more functions we have to use, so we are not doing that. Now what I am saying is, if I j equal to 0, what it will do? This is modulus, this is gives me the remainder. This remainder is 0, that means it is divisible by one particular number. Then there is no point, it is not qualified as a prime number. So what we will say is break. Now this break will break from the inner if loop. Here it is. This loop will break, not the top loop. So it is break. So you go out. Now if this, suppose this is the break is not encountered, then what will happen? That's a prime number. So we'll use the else statement. Here it is, we will say else. See here the else, use of the else. Now else print, first we will print that number, so we will say I. Now here I is a prime number. Hope the logic you have followed. What I am going to do is, starting with number, okay, first starts with 2, then keeps on increasing, 2 minus 2 1, like that I will come. So 2 is also a prime number. Say let's take example, let's take 7. What will happen? 7 means I am trying to divide that number here. 7 divided by 2, 7 divided by 3, 7. Anywhere in this division, if it encounters 0, then it comes out. But in case of 7, we know this will not happen because 7 is a prime number. But suppose I am taking 8, it will start with 2, it is divisible by 2, so it is 0. So immediately the break statement will encounter and it will come out. Now let's run this and see. 2 is a prime number, 3 is a prime number, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23. Okay, you go up to 97, it has given all the list of prime numbers. We have used here. The beauty is, the main purpose is how the else part is used. If nowhere break is encountered, then else part is executed. Because what we discussed is previously is the else part is, suppose if you use continue here, then this will be a mistake, because continue, in case of continue, break will, so every number will have a prime number, it will declare it. So you can't use continue here, because in case of continue, else part is executed. So in case of break, it will not be. So that is the reason why we have used this. So you just increase this to 1000. Let me change this number to 50. So up to 50 it will show. Okay, so up to 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, up to 47. 47 is a prime number. So you just keep it at a central point, you will keep on changing this number, you will get it. Similarly, we will find out some other day what is the Armstrong number, all those stuff we will find out. So that's the thing, and let me just give you one example how it is not that so far the range only we have used. It's not necessary that range only, a use of a list, but you may be thinking, if you are may not be knowing what's a list, because so far we have not discussed it, but let me keep it. List is a similar to a arrays. We keep a group of data in a particular as a against one variable. We need not have, say, student names are there, 40 students are there. We need not create 40 variables. You can keep it in one variable as names. So a list is there. So name equal to, let's say, sorry, I am using a text block here. No, I should not. Okay, text block I have used it because to tell that use one list to display. Okay, in for loop. So now I am coming back here, I am putting it. So I am selling names equal to, this is how, say king. Now one more is, let's say, queen. Now one more is jack. Let's jack and others. So this is one element only. So 3 elements are there here. So I will be looping it through that. So for str, okay, I should not use str because str is a built-in function. So str1 in names print str1 or anything. Okay, king, queen, jack and others. Anything we have used a range because for our easy understanding it can take any other, it must be a iterator. So mostly from a database, when you get a record set, we use this sort of listing. For loop is widely useful in those sort of applications. That's all, friends. This code I will upload it to GitHub. So with these solutions and all, you can download it. As we have discussed, the URL is there. Here again, let me just show you. Let's close this. Here you scroll down. This URL is there in the description. Here you will get the link. Run it in your Colab platform and understand how a for loop works. You can just delete this solution parts, and from the text part itself you can use that one. So here also the link is there, whatever, to come back to this particular page. Okay friends, my request is please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon, so you'll be notified when and when we are coming to the online, and we are posting frequently the videos also. So you will be notified also about our new videos frequently we are doing. Please share this with your friends, and thank you for watching.